Hello folks, and welcome to my new Let's Play of Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor. Some things to note before anyone panics and runs off, like the 3 people who see me try to play Shadow of War. This is actually done with a proper capture device. Yeah, USB video capture device plugged into one of the ports on my laptop. Originally planned to use the HDMI out on the laptop as a splitter, and yeah, that ended craptastically, so I went and bought an actual proper HDMI capture device. Okay, TV is muted. Anyway, enough faffing about, it's been almost a full minute, time to get started. Oh yeah. To anyone who's very keen at home, no, it's not an audio sync issue, it's that there's a very slight delay on the laptop itself. Probably because the device was built for a USB 3.0 port, but I'm plugging it into I think it's a 2.2 port. Not much I can really do about that. The delay isn't atrocious. Any game that isn't Shadow of War or Shadow of Mordor, or Spider-Man for that matter, I could probably play. Not well, mind you, but... Welcome to Shadow of Mordor, Game of the Year Edition. So, I do have a pre-existing save. I'm not going to be doing it. And yes, I did beat it. 32% is the overall completion. But some things I'm going to get out of the way right now. I am doing story mode. I'm doing Lord of the Hunt. I am not doing the Bright Lord DLC. There's a particular mandatory mission in the Bright Lord DLC where in order to face the War Chief, you need to make a whole bunch of orcs kill each other. And you, of course, do this through the power of branding. That's not a fucking spoiler. First of all, it says right there you wield the might of the One Ring. And second of all, none of the upgrades are like, invisible. Even the story ones on the upgrade tree. I might do a Trial of War. Like, I was personally thinking I might do the Test of the Ring just to show, like, the power of the ring and the Bright Lord stuff. But if I'm doing any single, my brain died, any single Trial of War, that is probably going to be it. I might also do the Test of Speed for shits and giggles, but I'd be doing that with Italian who's not fresh. So anyways, first of all, save slots. I just need to make sure I got the default skin on. Yeah, there's a few different skins you can get. There's the Power of Shadow. I believe you play as one of Sauron's servants with that. You can play as Talion as he appears in Lord of the Hunt. You can play as Celebrimbor as he appears in the Bright Lord DLC. You can play as this chick who appears like twice in the main story, and that's it. There's another version of Talion, and then there's Talion as he appears in Shadow of War. Except that stuff between the armor plates is supposed to be red, not blue. Oops. But no, I'll just stick with the default Talion, and for now, Lord of the Hunt takes place after story mode. You see, if I were doing Bright Lord, I'd do it first, because chronologically, that's how it happens. I'm not going to be doing that for Desolation of Mordor in Shadow of War, because it takes place alongside the main campaign. But I will do Blade of Galadriel after Shadow of War. But that is an entire game into the future. So let's begin Middle-earth, Shadow of Mordor. I just realized I clicked the wrong button.
It is here that for 2,500 years the Rangers of Gondor stood watch, guarding against a nameless threat they had all but forgotten. And while the strength of Gondor faded, the power and malice of Sauron grew in darkness. he has returned to Mordor. Shadow and flame have fallen on the Black Gate, and no mortal man can stand in its path.
You're it! Dear Iron! Always. That is a perfect swing for killing chicken. Wouldn't want to hurt you. It'll take a lot more than that. Dear Hyle, the mighty chicken killer. Come on. Come on. Show your father what you have, huh?
And they say Talion doesn't emote. Yeah, sorry about cutting the audio. I meant to cut my microphone, but instead I cut the audio. Oops.
Hard enough?
Fun fact, this is the only time in both games where you actually fight a human.
Stay alert, dear. Your enemy will not always be as he appears. Easy, son. You're not a soldier yet. I'll have your guts.
Something I've been meaning to try is hitting the stun button during this scene.
I'm all right.
Okay, so circle does nothing. Okay. Oh. Thank God the auto-targeting is very reliable.
Stand fast, dear Hyle.
So, by now you've probably noticed if you've played any of the Arkham games, that this combat should look very familiar. Strike with square, counter with triangle. I don't even know if my... Okay, yeah. On OBS, my voice is going into the red, and I still feel like I'm screaming.
These orcs are much stronger than any we've ever seen.
They're not orcs, they're Uruks. They're far worse. There's too many. Go find your mother. Go find your mother. Keep her safe. I'll be right behind you. Go.
You can probably guess how this ended.
Am I dead? You are banished from death.
Yeah, pardon the lag on the audio. I increased the bitrate because it was looking way too fucking pixelated. This should fix my other videos that come out after this one too. But in the meantime, here comes the tutorialized stealth section that became a meme when this game came out. Fun fact, you actually cannot screw this up. Yeah, there it is. Press square to kiss your wife. One of the funniest memes of, like, the time this game came out. Also, I find it funny that anyone who sees this, they don't care.
Happy anniversary, mother.
Oh, look, Italians emoting,
This is
kinda.
beautiful. Where did you find it?
I still have a few friends left in Gondor.
Did you talk to my father?
Yes, I did. And nothing has changed. He's still very stubborn.
I say we go anyway.
Yeah, I will not come willingly.
There must be a better life than this.
Not now. But soon.
I'm just so tired of hiding here, Talion.
Shh. We must hide now, or we are both dead. Come on.
We should have left when we had the chance.
Don't move. I'll clear a path. I'm outnumbered. Stealth is my only advantage.
So, this thing here where Talion's, like, sort of... hold on. Wrangling with the controls. This thing where Talion can hug walls, that feature only exists in this game, not the sequel.
Stop feasting! We must return to battle!
Put the sword down, Ranger.
See if I can do this right this time. And...
The Black Hand wants him alive! Take her! He will live.
I feel that every time I see it.
Father! I'm right here, son. I'm right here.
Shirkush Adhazushu. Kantya Pakurizak. Nakiza.
Yorith! Yorith!
We'll be together, my love. Soon. Forever.
Gurarmo Shirkush Adhazushu. Kantya Pakurizak. Gulna Nakizak. Gurarmo Shirkush Adhazushu. Kantya Pakurizak. Gulna Nakizak. Come back to me, Elf Lord.
What is this place?
See for yourself.
Mordor.
Now, do you believe me, Ranger?
What has happened to me?
You are banished from death. Cast adrift between the worlds of light and dark. Curse binds us together within the walls of Ardar.
If what you say is true, then how do we break this curse?
We find the one who cast it on us. The Black Hand of Sauron.
Then what was I playing before now? Was I playing Batman Arkham Primitive or something? Nobody uses swords these days. Oh well.
This looks familiar.
Talion killed a nobleman, Yorith. His life now belongs to Gondor.
Father, if you turn my love in, I shall swear I killed Lord Asgard.
I guess we're not hearing the rest of that. Yeah, this game originally came out for the PS3. Apparently it looked like utter ass, so they re-released it for the 4. But I can't pan the camera. You get I believe you get a trophy for doing that, but I've already got oh, I got all the story-related trophies.
So, we missed one of you at Narcos, eh?
I wish I'd
Easy
read Lord of
mistake
the
to
Rings.
miss.
You will suffer for what you've done!
Yep, missed one. Oh. There we go. Yeah, that will just kill anyone. Even if you grab a captain, you'll learn about those later. It'll kill them too.
Go back to him.
What do you know of the Black Hand of Sauron?
He is a fiend. Made of thin air.
What more?
A slave I had. Swears he fought him. I sold him for a keg of grog to Gimu the slaver.
These are the captains of Sauron's army. They appear as shadows because you don't yet know their identity. By interrogating enemies, you can uncover valuable information about these captains. Press X to learn the identity of this captain. You've learned Gimub's identity. This will help you hunt him down. His title, the Slaver, gives you clues about his role in Uruk's society. I'm going to call them orcs out of force of habit. You've also learned his power rating. This gives you an indication of how difficult he will be to defeat. Piss easy. The power rating also determines your rewards for defeating him. Rewards include runes to upgrade your weapons and increasing your own power to unlock new ability tiers. The map and objectives show you where this captain can be located. Press X to mark your target.
That is where we have to go.
If one can trust an orc.
Trust has nothing to do with it. His thoughts cannot lie.
Gold icons advance the story. Red icons display power struggles where Uruks compete for status. Reward power to unlock new ability tiers. White icons represent side missions and collectibles. Reward Mirian to purchase upgrades. You have two available main missions. The slaver, save the humans trapped within Mordor and find the Black Captains, the Spirit of Mordor. Learn more about Uruk's society and take down Sauron's army from within. Okay, so as soon as you grab that orc, you actually get a trophy. And I really like it. Hold on, let me see if I can find it real quick. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, you actually get this trophy, and I just love how Celebrimbor's so... Ah, what the hell, if you've seen Lord of the Rings, you probably know him. That hammer's a dead giveaway if you've seen the movies, I've been told. But anyways, you see him, as soon as you grab him, the Wraith just goes, "You will obey!" I just love how aggressive he is with it. I'm pretty sure I maxed out the mic and OBS right there. I friggin' love that trophy. Anywho. I hate that I friggin'
It's changed.
Oop.
Nothing makes sense.
Nothing has changed. This is how it will be. The future and the past are linked in darkness.
I don't understand why I'm here.
And I can't remember. Let's go find the slaver. His mind may provide answers.
So if you follow, like, anime or the Spider-Man video game, these slaves here, some of them are actually voiced by Yuri Lorenthal. Like, one of the few voice actors I know by name. Earn XP to gain ability points and unlock powerful new abilities. Play power struggles to earn power more quickly and unlock ability tiers. So that red line divides what I can get and what I can't get. So you start with the Wraith Stun. That's it. This ability is a priority because Talion can only run so fast. Detonate's nice to have. Elven Swiftness, same thing. Talion's just so goddamn slow. I'm torn right now between whether I want Strike from Above. Yeah, if you've only played Shadow of War, you may be surprised that you have to unlock this. But yeah, doing an aerial stealth attack without this upgrade will knock the enemy down, and it's definitely not fucking silent. Impact, it's like the perfect counter from Shadow of War, but randomized and with none of the timing shenanigans. And Execution is, oh my god, so friggin' wonderful. What I personally like is... There's an upgrade. There's an upgrade somewhere. Yeah, double charge, right here. This one is very handy. When you can perform 2 executions with a charge instead of 1. I don't know why Talion's sword isn't glowing. It should be. But, yeah, should be. Anyway, I think I'm going to get the... I can live without executions until I hit level 2. After playing Shadow of War so much, I am borderline reliant on stealth. I still do the timing for Elven Agility. Oh, so unlike in the sequel Shadow of War, it's not a gauge that fills up and depletes if you take damage. It's actually like a certain amount of hits, and getting hit resets it. Which friggin' sucks if you're not used to it. An Uruk slaver holds the captain with information on the Black Captains. Hunt down the slaver, rescue the captive, and find out what he knows.
Well, this doesn't bode well.
Don't you see? The prisoner created a distraction.
Why use your human sight to track the Uruk? I see more than any mortal.
So, Batman, Arkham, all three have their detective vision and whatnot. I think Far Cry gives you, like, your wild sense or something. Dying Light has survival sense. However, in this game, you have Wraith World. Or as I like to call it, see-through Walzo vision.
Slay the orc captain. Cut off the head of the snake, and the body will wither.
Archers. I must take out the eyes of the camp.
I heard the slave begging for mercy, begging you for his life. If one more runs, we'll be exposed.
Yeah, that counts as a stealth kill. That's nothing you can't read.
Who do you think would be best to fight with? An elf or a wizard? Don't matter. I could beat any of them.
A wizard would have you hung from a tree by your own entrails. Flick of his finger.
Won't be no wizards to worry about. Nanny,
So yeah, that can be interrupted. Intel will reveal a captain's strengths and unlock their weaknesses. Unlocked weaknesses enable you to more easily defeat a captain. A vulnerability means a captain can be killed in one strike with a specific combat strategy. For example, a captain who is stealth vulnerable will be instantly killed by a stealth attack. What I wish to draw your attention to is that symbol next to the word Intel. It appears over the sources of Intel, and orcs who have it, like the one I just grabbed, you have to interrogate. Shadow of War changes this, again, if you've only played that game, where instead of having to physically grab them and interrogate, in Shadow of War you just hold circle and the Wraith does his whole "do not resist" sort of thing. I should keep my voice down, it's 3 in the morning. Nice. Get intel on him. And I see here, he becomes enraged when he burns. Good thing I have no method of doing fire. Monster Slayer. Able to kill monsters quickly and resistant to their attacks. So, don't use monsters. Grapple's a pain in the ass. And Fearless is an even bigger pain in the ass, depending on some things. See, every now and then, if, say instead of a hate of burns, he had a terrified of burns, I could light him on fire. The circle around his feet and the icon and the health bar above his head would turn like green, and then, to my knowledge, he loses all of his immunity. So at that point, if he were, say, immune to ranged attacks, I could hit him with ranged attacks while he's terrified, or I could grab him and do my whole "do not resist" sort of thing. But you see, the purple weaknesses don't mean he's vulnerable to them. It's just saying, hey, if you're having trouble figuring out what you can hit this guy with, here are some options. But yeah, let's just say that got everyone's attention, so... I'm starting to really miss the... Oh, God. I need to reset to neutral. And the final archer is right over here. And now the speech.
Pity I have to kill you. You would make a strong slave.
So unlike with grunts, you can see a captain's health if the camera isn't obstructing it. Oh, boo, boy. And grab that. Dead captains drop runes that provide bonuses for your weapons, blah blah blah, press and equip. Equip runes into an available rune slot with X. You can upgrade your weapons with additional rune slots by spending Mirian. See, so what I just got was one with nature. I already have one of these, but it's for my dagger, I think. Yeah, immune to poison. That's a pretty big thing. Then there's Fell Voices, which I just got. Then there's Hidden Blade, but the one I want is not here. That might be a problem. On my other save, I got a room right from the start where... Oh, it's because it's a fucking dagger room, no wonder. One with nature. Had me panicking. The one I was thinking of is this. Rising Storm. Grants access to a storm if you fail legendary weapon power. Pardon me, I don't speak Elvish. Now, the storm of, I'm not going to try and butcher that. No, that's weapons and runes. I want to go to upgrades. Mirian is the currency used to upgrade your weapons and increase your maximum health, focus, and elf shot. Earn Mirian by finding collectibles and completing side missions, challenges, and bonus objectives. That is this upgrade down here for 2,500. You see, there's 3 super moves. And they all have their own gauges. Shadow of War would refine this and make it all one upgrade, that being Elven Rage. And you unlock it as a story thing rather than having to buy it. The first time I played this game on through PlayStation Now, I downloaded it before you ask. Was I went through almost the entire game without any of these super moves. You see this one here, when you charge it with melee kills, press the buttons to enable 20 seconds of unlimited executions. You must have the execution ability unlocked to use this power. Then there's the Flame of Azkar. I feel much more comfortable saying that. Charge it with ranged kills while in ranged mode. Press the buttons to enable 15 seconds of unlimited elf shot, focus, and fire arrows. You have all of these unlocked by default as well in Lord of the Hunt, which is why I'm playing this. Another reason why I'm playing this first. And yeah, let's just say I came up to a captain who was immune to combat finishers, blocked frontal attacks, and was a vault breaker. And because he had a shield, I couldn't stun him. My only recourse would have been to pin him with an upgrade I can get later, but then I realized this ability was fully charged. So I activated it, and then just started firing fire arrows like a goddamn machine gun. I set him on fire and left him with more holes than Swiss cheese. I took a war chief from alive to dead in less than 2 seconds. The Shadow of Archon. I think I've actually heard it pronounced Archon before anyone asks. Charge this power with stealth kills. While in stealth mode, hold R2. Press the buttons to disappear for 20 seconds, enabling unlimited stealth kills. It doesn't say it, but it also appears to slow time. Not that it matters, since when I get to Blade of Galadriel, you'll see why complete invisibility is fucking broken. I guess now's as good a time as any, since I might not be playing it. Instead of these 3 abilities in the Bright Lord expansion, you instead have the One Ring. You know, Celebrimbor is wearing the One Ring, he's going to fucking use it. And this was sort of the precursor to Elven Rage. Basically, you charge it by branding orcs. Again, not a spoiler, it's right there on the upgrade tree. And you, once it's charged, you can activate it. You become invisible, slow time, unlimited elf shot, a charged hit streak that doesn't reset no matter what, and this does not happen in Shadow of War, but with the One Ring, regardless of what they are, all captains lose all of their immunities. You can use combat finishers on a guy who's immune to combat finishers. You can use ranged attacks on a guy who's immune to ranged attacks. You can burn someone who's impervious to fire. It's absolutely stupid, because again, you have unlimited fire arrows and combat executions. You can just... Like, I've deleted captains, more or less, with the power of the One Ring. I mean, to be fair, it's like the most powerful magical artifact in Lord of the Rings. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, please. But, you know, but, like, again, like, even this on its own. If a captain's not immune to ranged attacks and not immune to fire, bonus points if they take bonus damage from both, this right here is absolutely absurd. Just imagine all of those shots landing on a captain. And by the way, if you don't have to aim in between them, you can, like I said, it's like a friggin' machine gun. Anyway, back to Shadow of Mordor. One thing I do need to do is put some runes in. Ascendant is going to be a fucking lifesaver, and I've already got one with nature.
So you didn't die 10 years ago.
I take it you did not come here to arrest me for treason, Captain?
You and I are all that remains of that garrison, Hugo.
And why did you come here?
Looking for a slave that fought the Black Hand of Sauron.
More like ran away from him.
You know this man?
Of course. You're staring at him.
Of course I know this man. He's me.
Do you even know?
Perhaps.
This is no time to keep secrets.
I have been stuck here for weeks. Steady. Come to the outcast camp. We shall ask my scouts.
I'll be there.
Anyone who's seen Lord of the Rings will also recognize that little thing.
It's just another orc.
No. Someone who wants to be seen. We should tread with caution.
I do know. I am like I'm 2 chapters into Lord of the Rings, so I do know who he is. Oh yeah, photo mode is now available. Okay, I need to turn that off right away. Muscle memory from Shadow of War. I want to keep clicking L3 if I want to turn off my focus or get somewhere faster. Is it game settings? Yeah, here we go. And that, of course, activates photo mode. Much better. Oh, wrong button. I'm gonna bury your life. So yeah, intel is not just orcs. You can find it on these table. Okay, Talion. Anyway, I also have a upgrade available. And this is going to be execution, because the rune I equipped is literally worthless without it. Anyway. Right. So many games have options to bring up the map. I was playing Grand Theft Auto earlier. Where's the Spirit of Mordor? The Spirit of Mordor. I'll worry about the towers later. Oh wait, the game auto-selected it. That's how kind of it. Yeah, I usually do hour-long episodes. This will be good for talking about the Nemesis system a bit more. Oh, I'll talk about it now.
Like your family, soiling yourself in terror.
Well, fuck me sideways. Now I have to kill you. Okay. Talion, that is a very annoying habit of yours. Not countering when I press that damn button. Arrgh. Yeah, I can, but I don't have the brand ability unlocked yet.
This is Shrock. We will meet again, and I will have my revenge.
Now it would be a good idea. I wish I had the pin upgrade. That's gonna suck. Deal with his entourage first. They've lost sight of me. Just long enough to get the intel. look! It's Ratbag the Coward. Notice how he has no strengths whatsoever? I do love that detail. He's got nothing good about him. I almost want to kill you simply because of that damn jaw. Grab the sword rune.
If he comes back, I'll kill him then.
Excuse me. Oh boy. I'm gonna want the Mount Caragor skill as soon as possible. Looking a little janky on the OBS preview. Not much I can do about that. If I turn the bitrate down any lower, it'll look like ass. So anyways, in Shadow of War you drain orcs to gain health. In this game you do it to gain elf shot. You grab plants to recover health. Or you level up. Both of them work, Remember when I said Ascendant's gonna be a lifesaver? I would have run out of focus right now. Oh. And grab the elf shot. Still keep doing the friggin' timing for my landing. Hold on. I just noticed the gauge isn't charging. Yeah, I do have execution.
Why don't you come over here, Ranger? Don't tell me you...
Sauron's Uruks relentlessly abuse lesser orcs in their violent struggles for power. Investigate how the power of the Wraith can exploit these struggles, piercing weak minds to bring down the enemy forces from within. One orc mind in particular shines as a blazing beacon of weakness. Now that's an odd saying. I laugh every time I read blazing beacon of weakness.
Ranger! Come close if you want the Black Hand. Those slave scum are pouring poison in your ear. Oh, but you cut these ropes. Ratbag will tell you everything.
Now, what would you know that all these other dead orcs didn't?
Go ahead, you bastard! Do it! I'll die, and you'll know nothing!
Maybe I'll grant your request. End your miserable life.
No. I was just... Look! Those slaves are no match for the orc army. Their schemes as rotten as barrel fish. But Ratbag can teach you the ways of the orc. Ratbag can make your plan work.
We're going to find out what you know.
Problem, Ranger, is the war chiefs. Strong leaders they are. Now, if something were to happen to them, then they wouldn't be able to stop your little insurrection, would they?
I would hunt them down.
How? They're not very popular around here, and they know it.
But you can find them.
Oh, yes. Ratbag will show you the way. You help me, I help you.
Do not make me regret this deal.
Marvelous. Now let's stop faffing about, huh? First, I need to take care of a certain captain and a few Caragors. Come with me, Ranger.
That's the sigh of a man who's wondering what the fuck he's gotten himself into.
You can't trust them. Those slaves will stab you in the back. At least an Uruk will stab you in the front. Most likely to throat.
I'm not pressing anything right now, by the way. Like, I can move Talion. But, fun fact...
Somebody like Ratbag.
But fun fact, you'll automatically walk next to people. I've shut off the audio so you can actually hear me. But you can read the subtitles. It's about time to turn it back on.
Then it's just the first step of Ratbag's plan to become a war chief.
Be prepared to step hard on his neck.
How did you get free, scum?
Defenders will block frontal attacks and must be hit from behind. Press X when near an enemy to leap over them. Fun fact, the game doesn't tell you. I think it tells you later on, and I do know for a fact it tells you in Shadow of War. But if your hit streak is high enough, you can actually shatter their shields. Attacking it relentlessly, while a bad idea, can also do the trick if you're too lazy to vault.
Leave the vermin alone and face me, Uruks.
Watch it! Not me! The Rangers made us far more dear.
Okay. Now I don't have to worry about the damn shield.
Ranger, quickly! I don't do well with pointy ends shoved into me. This is your well done.
Objective complete.
Now,
By the skin of Ratbag's teeth.
Corpses is Gorov. Visualize your goals. Gorov's been out for Ratbag for years. Smug piece of dung he is. We come to blows as far back as Ratbag can remember. Still, Ratbag never wins. Last time, he kicks Ratbag into the Caragor pit. All the others laugh as the Caragor bats Ratbag around like a yarn ball. Oh, that Gorov's gonna pay. Smug piece of dung. He'll pay. Gorov keeps Caragor
Cryptoversion
in pens. The rumor has it he doesn't like to get too close to it.
Also, my ability's charging now, by the way, if you couldn't tell. I wonder what the others see when I climb up
These
that tower.
towers reach from yesterday to tomorrow. I live on in these stones.
You can fast travel to unlocked forge towers. On the map, anytime you are not in combat or on a mission. When you die, you will resurrect at the nearest unlocked forge tower. You can also advance time in the world by highlighting an unlocked forge tower and pressing triangle. Advancing time will resolve power struggles, repopulate herbs, and change the time of day. Something the game doesn't tell you right away, but Talion being banished from death is not just narrative. It's actually reflected in gameplay. When Talion dies, the orc who killed him becomes a captain, if they aren't already, and if they are a captain, they become more powerful and sometimes gain strengths, and maybe even lose a weakness or two. And I don't know about this game, but in Shadow of War, the Wraith has like little death quotes. One of them, I forget the exact wording of what Talion said. The Wraith shone through loud and clear to me, but Talion was like, man, this whole dying thing sucks. And then the Wraith's just like, well, maybe you should stop dying then. And I'm sitting there like, wow, has anyone ever had a game tell them to get better at it? I don't know if they're in this game, but I know they are on the sequel.
And let me guess, you think I should open those pens?
Goroth's always in there. Never leaves, ever. Wonder where he pees. Oh, that explains the smell.
Keep out of sight. I'll see that your captain gets demoted.
Splendid plan. You kill, I wait. That's military genius.
You see right here, this would be a non-lethal. So I'm gonna attract.
What was that?
Shit. And prounce. Now this is taking a horizontal problem, I need to get in there, and solving it vertically. I just about had a heart attack when Talion jumped. You see there, the tower is a pile of rubble, but when I press L1 or go near it... So I wonder what the others see when I climb those.
What are you complaining about? He's not complaining. That's what the slaves are over. This looks like a good spot to get some shut-eye. Goroth will kill you if he catches you napping. Goroth never comes here. He's always by the hunting camp.
Goroth's in the hunting camp. So much for him always being in the same place. A captain who fears his own beast.
Fear is a powerful tool, Talion. Let's put Goroths to work.
We're close. Now, which one of this filth is Goroth?
Goroth.
Three cannibals at once, all on bare ends. And I snap their necks just by looking at them. I snap their necks with my eyes.
Obvious bullshit is obvious.
Get down, fool!
After power struggles, battle reports will recap the events and shifting power of Sauron's army. Press button to view battle report. Later on, you can get abilities that let you do multiple things consecutively. But for now, it's just the one. Ha ha ha!
Hey, you two! Hey! Hey! I need you to take a body back to my tent. I'm gonna get me a trophy.
Get lost, scum!
We only take orders for Goroth. That's the filthy corpse I need you to carry. Now go! Go!
Shut your fish
Be ready. Respectful, you dunghill worms! Or it'll be your ear next time. Ratbag is your captain now. Let's go take a gander. Yeah, and when you're done with that, I've got more bodies for you to carry. Meet me at the crossroads. An old friend there is about to lose his head.
First I'm resurrected by a wraith, now I am working with an orc. What could possibly be next?
We must use the weapons of our enemy against him. The orcs hate each other almost as much as they hate us.
The torture is... Still, it's tired
There we go. The Wraith speaks the truth. Okay, so before we go, I have an ability I need to unlock. I can now ride Caragors. You see the process listed there, where it pauses, there's a sort of struggle mini-game. Yeah, I was having some trouble with this when I used my laptop as a splitter, but it's alright. I'm at 150. I need to get to at least 2,500. Flame of Azkar is probably the one I'm going for first. But anyway, that'll wrap up part 1. I'm trying to think of a good name now. Alright, see y'all next time.